Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're seeing me for the first time, you're welcome. Please do not make this your last time here, so please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already and become a part of my family. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you guys so very much. You've been amazing. Thank you for the support and for always watching, subscribing, sharing and commenting on my videos. Thank you guys so very much. So my name is Valin Ose. I'm an international student here in the United States of America. I came here for my master's in cybersecurity and I graduated in December 2020. So I make videos about my life here as an international student. So if this is something that interests you, please feel free to become a part of the family, and you can do so by joining our Telegram community of aspiring and current international students. The link is in my description down below, and you can as well join my mailing list, which will help you or give you access to never heard before stories about my life here in the United States of America, freebies, resources as well that do not make it here to YouTube. Okay, who does not like freebies? All right, moving on. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media platforms, so it's very important. So guys, in today's video, I'm going to answer the most asked question in my Telegram community. People reach out to me via social media, and even in my Telegram community, you all know that it's been very difficult to find a visa appointment, and with the pandemic and everything, people have been finding it hard to even find a date, to even find, it's been hard. People leave on the portal just because they are looking for a date. But the most important one is when your start date is very close and you still do not have a date. People are even seeing dates in like 2022. People are seeing dates in December when their start program is in August. So how do you even apply for an expedited or emergency visa appointment so that you can meet up with your start date for your undergraduate or your master's program? This video will answer that question for you. So in this video, you're going to learn the things that you have to know or the things that you have to do before you even apply for the emergency visa appointment. You're going to learn the documents you need for the emergency visa appointment. You're also going to learn the process to apply. How do you even apply for that emergency visa? You're also going to learn the tips and tricks to ensure that you don't miss out on your approval when it comes. And one key thing is I'm also going to be giving out a freebie in this video, which is one of the things that you learn what to say when you're applying for that emergency visa. By that I mean, what should you say in the section, because there will be a section where you have to impute the reason why you need an emergency visa. Another thing that you also learn how you get that freebie is by clicking the link in the description down below. So if you click the link, it will take you to a place where you can easily download the template for the to answer that question when you get to that stage in your emergency visa application process. You also learn the categories of people or those that are eligible or the people that are qualified to apply for the emergency visa. So you learn all of that in this video, and if this is something that you've been dying to know, then please ensure that you watch the video in full, because you never know what tip would be very useful to you. All right, let's dive right into today's video, shall we? So guys, welcome back to my channel. Like I said, you're going to be learning how to apply for your emergency visa in this video. The first thing I want to talk about right now is the things you have to know or the things you have to do before you even apply for the emergency visa. Not everybody can apply for this visa, and not everybody is qualified for this visa. Mind you, I have my notes here because I've done my research, and I'll be looking down to the notes from time to time just so that I don't lose my chain of thought, okay? So the first thing that you must know before applying for this emergency visa is that you must have evidence to prove urgency for the visa application itself. Now by this I mean, for instance, you're an F-1 student and your start date is, let's say, August. So you have to apply within 60 days before your start date. So if your start date is, let's assume that your start date is in October and we're in July, so you're going to apply 60 days prior to your start date in October. So let's say it's supposed to be 15th October, so you take it back August, September. So August, September, actually it's supposed to be September, maybe 15th. So let's say today is 15th and then September 15th. So you have to apply within that 60 days bracket. That's only when you are eligible to apply for the emergency visa, because the only way that you can prove that evidence of urgency is by tendering your I-20, which states your start date in the I-20. So that is the document you need as evidence for that case. The reason why it is important for you not to lie or even just apply because you want to apply for any reason is because if you lie, it will be discovered. When, let's say you lie and you're actually not within the 60-day bracket, and then you lie that you actually do need this emergency visa, and then they grant you that emergency date for your visa appointment, and you go to the embassy and they discover that your start date does not fall within the 60-day bracket. Trust me, they are going to document that in your case, and that would influence your visa decision, and you do not want to set yourself up for failure. So I advise people, even if it is 61 days, do not try it. Just hold on. Once you hit the 60-day mark, the 60-day bracket, then you can apply for your emergency visa application. Again, one thing that you must know is that you must have applied for the regular or the normal visa appointment before you can proceed to apply for the emergency visa itself. What do I mean? Now, the first thing you do is you apply for your visa. When you've gotten your admission, when you've sent the school, maybe you've paid the initial deposit and the school sends you your I-20, the next thing is for you to apply for your visa so that you can go to the embassy and your visa will be issued, right? I made a video that will teach you how to apply for your visa, the documents you need, so ensure that you watch that video on my channel and you will know what to do. Once you're done receiving your I-20 and you go ahead to apply for your visa, you book for your visa appointment, you discover that maybe let's say you get to the portal and you see the dates, that the earliest date that you're seeing is June 2022 and we're in 2021. You'll be worried. You'll be like, why am I seeing these dates? Go ahead and choose any of the available dates for you. Just choose it, choose any of those available dates, and then book your visa, and then keep checking through the portal on a daily basis, on an hourly basis. Join my Telegram community because we also share information when dates are available in that community. So the link is in my description down below. So you'll be checking, you're always asking people, so that you know that you are doing your part. But if, for example, your program is supposed to start 60 days time and you are within that 60-day limit, now you can proceed to apply for your emergency visa. So you cannot just apply for that visa and you've not applied for a regular or normal visa appointment. So does that make sense? Okay, the next thing that you have to know is that you can only apply for an emergency visa once. Some people have been able to get away with applying for the emergency visa maybe more than one time. And I had an interview with Oluwaseun. Oluwaseun is an example of somebody who has gotten away with it. And if you watch the video where I interviewed him, he shared what he did. And if you want to know how to override that, please watch my interview with Oluwaseun. Everything that he said about his visa interview, because he was denied the first time and then he applied again and things like that. But if you also want me to share the secret with you as well, you can reach out to me, book a consultation, and I'll share that with you as well. So know that you can only be issued an emergency visa once. What that means is that if you were granted an emergency visa appointment but your visa was denied, or you missed your visa interview for any reason, you will not be granted an emergency visa appointment another time. So that's what it means. So you have to be very careful when you make that application and it is approved. Ensure that the dates that are given to you, you meet up to those dates and you go for your visa interview, and just pray that your visa is approved, because if it is denied, it is only allowed once. So that's what that is about. Now we're going to be talking about the categories or the people that are eligible for the emergency visa application process. So if you hear these names that I'm going to call, or these cases or these situations, just know that they are not eligible. You cannot apply for an emergency visa if this is your case. Now, so if you are traveling for the purpose of attending a wedding, if you're traveling for graduation ceremony, if you're going to the United States of America to assist, a pregnant relative, or you are going there to participate in an annual business or academic or even professional conference, or you're just going there to enjoy this last minute, tourism, just go there to enjoy yourself like a summer holiday, you are not eligible. You will not be given. In fact, don't even apply, because this does not apply to you at all. You have no business applying for an emergency visa. Okay, Does that make sense? You only waste your money should you apply. But if you fall into this category that I'm going to be talking or mentioning, then you can apply for your emergency visa. Now, if you're going for a medical emergency, let's say something happens, God forbid, you can apply for an emergency visa. If you're going for a funeral or death, you know that is uncertain. You never really know when someone is going to die, but that also is, you are qualified to apply for that emergency visa. If you're going for an urgent business travel, remember, business travels are things that, you have to also provide evidence to show this urgency. So there are business travels that might just come up and you never, planned for it. That also falls into this category, so you will be eligible to apply for your emergency visa. Then the other one will be students or exchange visitors. So if you are a student, more like an international student, you're an exchange visitor for any reason, maybe you're coming here for let's say an exchange program, or you're just coming here to just even start off your undergraduate, master's, or your PhD program, and you fall within that 60-day bracket, then you are eligible to apply for your emergency visa. Now, what are the documents you need for this emergency visa appointment? Pretty much every document you use for your regular visa appointment. You need an original I-20 from your school. Of course, your I-20 is going to state your start date and your end date. So that is one of the key documents you need, because that's the proof or the evidence that they need to see to show that you are telling the truth. Then the second document you need is your service fee payment receipt, something to show that you've paid your service fee. Remember that you can only apply for your your emergency visa appointment. You can only book for it once you have booked a regular or a normal visa appointment. So you can't get to that point except you have all this documentation. And I made a video where I talked about the documents you need for your visa application process. So if you haven't seen the video and you're just watching this video, or this is your first time on my channel, please search for that video on my channel so that you can know the documents you need. So the other thing that you need, the other document you need, is your DS-160 form. I mean, who goes for a visa interview without even using a DS-160 form? It doesn't make sense. So pretty much every documentation you use for your visa application process applies to this process as well. So now we have gotten to the stage where we talk about the application process itself. So if you are watching this video and you've been gaining so much, and at this point you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, turn your post notifications bell on so you're the first to get notified whenever I upload my content, and please give us a huge thumbs up. Yes, it would encourage me, and leave a comment down below. I respond to my comments, I like, I share, I heart it. You guys know that I do all of these things. Yeah, I'm that extra, but it pretty much motivates me to keep pushing out content. So let's talk about the application process, right? The first thing that you have to do is to pay your visa application fee. I have a video about how you can pay the visa application fee, how you can apply everything. I already said that. Remember that the reason why I'm going back is because I want you to understand that you need to have filled a normal or a regular visa application before you can proceed. So the second step is to complete your DS-160 form, which is already in the video where I talked about your visa application process. The step 3 is to schedule an appointment for the earliest date available. Remember, you have to apply as if you are a regular person. Let's say it's your first time. Apply, choose the earliest date available. If it's June 2029, choose that date. So just schedule your appointment for that date. So once that is done, the next step is for you to complete the emergency request form located at the left side of the portal. So on the portal, you're going to see on the left side, usually it's always on the left side, so you see the menu there, you see schedule appointment, you see apply for visa, you see emergency request. So click on emergency request and fill the form right there. So one of the things you have to do in the process of filling out that form is to state the reason for the emergency visa. So they will tell you to why do you need this emergency visa date? And so you have a section, so just type in the reason, but if you want a template of what you should add in that section, please click the link down below and you'll be able to download a template that you can use for that section of the application. And it's pretty easy. Just click on the link, it will take you right there, and you just hit download and you download it. So that's the freebie I mentioned at the start of the video. So but pretty much the reason will be, this is your start date, this is the and it falls within the 30-day 60-day limit, and without that visa appointment you will not be able to meet up with your start date. But every detailed information that you need to include in that little message or email or letter, you will find them in the template that I have included in this video. Just click the link down below to get your freebie. Okay, so the step 5 or the step 6 is for you to now submit your application and wait for the response from the embassy. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because people just send out that application and they forget about it, but you need to take additional steps. So the next thing is, if you're approved, you receive an email from the embassy telling you that, oh, your emergency visa appointment date has been approved. And if you were denied, they will also send you an email to inform you that you were denied, which means that the reason why they send you an email whether you're approved or denied is that if you are approved, then you know that you have to take another step, and I'll tell you what to do. But if you were denied, just the reason why they do that is so that you can maintain the date that you have chosen earlier, right? So let's say you applied and then you saw the earliest date available was December, then you chose December, and then you applied for your emergency visa, you were denied. It means that that date that you chose earlier is the date you have to maintain, because your emergency visa application has been denied. Rarely would you be denied, but should that happen, you just maintain that date and keep searching the portal to see if there's another earliest date available, so you can switch to that date. Does that make sense? But if your emergency visa was approved and they send you an email to tell you that they are going to give you a slot that you have to go and choose from that slot. So if you don't go immediately to make that choice, you might lose out. Other people would have chosen such dates, and you'll be in another big problem, because remember, if for any reason you miss out on the interview, you will not be granted another emergency visa appointment date again. So you have to always be on the lookout for the email from the embassy telling you that you've been approved or you've been denied. Most likely you'll be approved in Jesus' name. So the tips I want to give here is this: ensure that you are on the lookout in your spam folder and in your junk folder. You know that most of these email servers, they sort of filter certain emails coming in and out. So if you've not been receiving an email from a particular email, it might filter it into your spam folder or your junk folder. So I'm going to leave the email that you should be searching for in your inbox or even in your spam and junk folder. So check the description down below and you see the email that you should search for in your email inbox or the spam and junk folder, so that you're always in the know. The moment you see that email, the moment you know that that email has dropped, you can search to know that, okay, you've been approved or denied, and then you do what is expected of you. So the final step again is for you to now make yourself available on the date of your interview. Now, if your emergency visa has been approved, make yourself available. Go for that interview on that date. I have several videos on my channel that has discussed on your F-1 visa interview questions and answers. Even my own journey, I've shared it as well on my channel. I've also shared another video where I talked about why I passed my visa interview in less than 3 minutes. So watch those videos, and I have a series of live stream videos as well that I answered real life questions from live aspiring international students as well. Those videos will be very helpful. Just go to my channel, go to playlist, and go to the live stream section for real life questions as well, to prepare yourself for your visa interview. Remember to go with your documentation. It is key. It is very key. And you see that confirmation letter or the email that they sent to you, print it out and attach it to the other documents you already have, and go for your visa interview. And I want to at this point tell you congratulations, because I'm believing that your visa will be approved, and I can't wait for you to come here to share your testimony and even get interviewed on my channel as well. I've interviewed a lot of people on this channel. You can be the next person, and I'm waiting for you to be that next person. So when that happens, please do not forget us. Just come back here to tell us that, Valin, your video was very helpful to us, and yes, I'll be very excited to hear your success story as well. So guys, this is the end of this video. If this video was very helpful to you, of course, subscribe, like, comment, share to family and friends, just so that they would also benefit from this video. In my next video, I'm going to be talking about how to show ties to your home country, or how to show, I think one of the two, how to show proof of funds for your study abroad journey in preparation for your F-1 visa interview. So if you don't want to miss out on that video, please turn your post notifications bell on so that you don't miss out on anything. Please watch this series, because I've been having an F-1 visa series lately, and I've done a couple of videos in the past that has touched on several areas of your F1 visa journey. So please watch those videos and expect the next video that will be coming soon. So guys, yes, this is the end of this video, and yeah, until we see again in my next video, I remain Valinose, and I pledge to never give up, and I hope that you do same.